Double guns. I am 61 and 1.
Give me a second. We are the I.S.U.P.K coming out of 1 West on the 25th Street, Harlem, New York, at the Commander Gen.YAHANNA. And today's topic is Black rulership and salvation. Yeah. I know people hear that word a lot, salvation.
Right.
But it's awfully funny because I bet you can't go to no Christian church and they tell you what it means. I'll bet. They cannot tell you what salvation is. They can't describe it to you. They'll say some simple stuff like, well, it just means to be saved. Okay, what is being saved? Just being saved from your sins. You know what I'm saying? All the answers are surface and they simple, and all of these educated, these, what I'm saying, theologians and all of that start to sound dumb and stupid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, but I'll tell you who can break down salvation. The Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge.
We can break
we can break it down. We can show you what it means, what it really actually is. Now, the scripture when they talk about salvation is coming to the Gentiles.
Right. You want that?
Kadawaka. Because this is a manifold scripture also. Just like all the scripture. This one thing to make the Bible, so one of the things that make the Bible the most powerful book on the earth. Because it's so manifold. There's so many levels, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can take one scripture, you know what I'm saying? And it's not different interpretations of the scripture. It's going from knowledge to knowledge, and all of the stuff connects and goes together. They don't go against each other. You see what I'm saying?
Romans 11 and 11. All I can have it. Romans 11 and 11. Romans 11 and 11. I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall?
All right.
God forbid, but rather though do they fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles.
Now think about this for a second. Could you imagine if we never fell, right? You know what would have happened? All the nations would be destroyed. You know that? That's not talking about them getting the kingdom and all of that. No, that's not what that's talking about. Because the white man is living, what is he living in today? Let me know that. What is the white man living in today? Warriors?
His kingdom.
Yeah, and he rules, right?
God.
This is his salvation.
God.
You see what I'm saying?
God.
When Rome fell, and then they was able to come to remember the beast that they ascended out of the bottomless pit. This became their salvation right here.
SHALAM.
Go ahead.
They were getting destroyed by the fucking Hebrews. SHALAM.
Yeah.
Destroyed by the Hebrews.
If we never fail, imagine if we never fail.
They'd be under our boots right now.
Not only that, hell, they would probably be none of them left.
God.
You know what? So like it. Because they would, of course, they would keep trying to rebel. They would keep trying. And what would we have to keep doing?
Killing them. That's right.
There you go. And the Lord would keep fighting against them. The Lord would keep mopping them. You know what I'm saying? The Lord would be doing what he did, like with the one king, when he sent the avalanche, when we tore them up, and then the Lord sent the avalanche down and killed. Remember that, Cap? Remember that story?
Which one?
It's a story where, man, I got to look this up. It's a story where we went to war, I think it was against the Syrians. And then they said, oh, your gods are gods of the mountains.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Right.
Your God is a God of the mountains. Well, we'll fight you in the flatland.
Right.
And man, good night. They went from the frying pan into the fire. We
Right.
tore their ass up in the mountains. Like, we tore them up in the mountains. But then, when we went to the flatlands, it got even worse. Because not only did we send them to flight, right as they was running, the Lord sent that avalanche. You know what I'm saying? Right at that time. And the avalanche killed more people than what we killed in actual fighting in the war. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Give me the scripture. Give me one of the scripture word. We get too far off topic.
For to provoke them to jealousy.
To provoke, how are we provoked to jealousy?
Like they was mad.
No, how are we provoked to jealousy today? We got to put it in now time. How we see it, we got to put it in now time so our people can see it.
Everything we do.
If we put it in the past,
There
here you go, Warrior. Give me a second, Warrior. If we put it in the past, a lot of the times people won't see it. But if we can put it right now, what deal did you just go through at the Arab spot? Just now, we was getting the food before class.
Deal.
What did you order?
Oh. 2 thighs and fries.
And what did you get?
2 chicken strips.
You see what I'm saying?
God.
How did it make you feel?
Shit, God dang, I'll take over.
You see what I'm saying?
God.
Now we start to think in our minds, just like when we was in there today, because brothers had remember the brother that had the problem today with the his order wasn't ready.
Oh, so that's
remember that?
Come.
You know what I'm saying? And he
mad
went in
at
and just got his money back and all of that.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
He said he called them and goddamn, you can't have my order.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If the other guy was here, you know what I'm saying? He was mad at them up.
And what is that supposed to do? It's supposed to provoke us to jealousy because we like, man, we in our own goddamn neighborhood. We in our own neighborhood. And these people is, you know what I'm saying? They sitting there running our neighborhood. They got the chicken, frying our chicken and all of that. And then they, you know, we come in and they give us whatever they want to give us, and they don't treat their own people like it. We just they're supposed to provoke us to jealousy. So now we're supposed to want to come to the school, and we capitalized upon that when we were there.
God.
Remember that?
Damn right.
We capitalized upon
Damn right.
and told them where they should come, because that jealousy is supposed to spark something and be like, man, look. We just can't keep going for this. What we gonna do? We can't keep going for this. They doing this and they doing that. You know, that's the good jealousy. Jealousy is not bad. You know, it's a different kind of jealousy. You know what I'm saying? You have different kinds of jealousies.
You remember when that sister was talking shit about her brother at the liquor store? When that sister was talking shit about her brother.
Hey, Warrior, watch your language.
Oh, God. When that sister was talking down about the brother at the liquor store.
I remember that, okay. Yeah. You see that? Now, how was he supposed to think? He's like, man, you know, my girl talking crazy, you know, she talking crazy to me, you know, in front of these, you know, devils that run the liquor store and everything. She trying to impress them. They're supposed to provoke us to jealousy. Like, you know, so we got to think, I want to get the power. I want to get some power. And then put her up under subjection, and them too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We're supposed to be thinking like that. And this school should be packed right now. I'm just keeping it real. This school should be sold out right now. Don't worry. We're gonna put in work to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make people angry. I love making people mad. You know what I'm saying? Because anger provokes an action out of people. And it can go right or to the left, whatever the case is. Either way, it's good. It don't matter. I like to make people angry. I think anger a lot of times will drive people into the truth more than anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you get angry once you find out that you actually, the people in the book and your Christian pastor didn't tell you, what's the first feeling that you felt when you first found this out? You got mad. I know I did. I got heated. I'm like, why didn't we, why wouldn't we ever talk this? Go ahead.
Oh no!
I thought you were going to say something. Yeah, I know I was mad. You know what I'm saying? Anger, a lot of times moves somebody to do something. You see what I'm saying? Man, you don't have no powerful movement on the earth without somebody getting mad. You ever known one, Cap?
Shoot. Nah.
I ain't never known no powerful movement on the face of the planet that happened and without somebody being mad. You know what I'm saying? Just straight up, just keeping it real. So what should we do when we be out there in the streets? Provoke people to do what?
Get mad.
Yeah. Jealousy. Provoke, you know what I'm saying? They already provoked the jealousy behind, you know what I'm saying, what's going on right now. Or they should be. Or if they're not, we'll give them a reason to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're going to certainly make sure that they start to see something to get mad about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A man is supposed to have some anger. You know what I'm saying? A man is supposed to have anger. Because anger changes things. It does. It always has. You know what I'm saying? Always. You know what I'm saying? Dudes that is in the scripture, the judges and stuff like that, you can't tell me, can't nobody sit there and tell me that they didn't get angered and sparked up to do something, and then the Lord rewarded them with their anger. He rewarded them for it and made them judges and stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. He made them angry. He took their anger and he's like, yeah, I can, I messes with this dude right here. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And made them judges. And made them rulers and things like that. The I.S.U.P.K is angry. So what we gonna be? Sips my beer.
I almost got crunk. Look. God, I almost got crunk.
What we, you know what I'm saying?
Angry.
Yeah, you damn right. Who's the most angriest Israelite group it is out there?
There ain't no one out there than the U.P.K.
And that's the one the Lord can deal with.
Goddamn right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
That's the group that the Lord can be like, yeah, I deals with them. I like them. I'm just keeping it real. A lot of people act like they know the Lord and everything. They don't know nothing about the Lord at all. You know what I'm saying? So just keeping it real. All these fake, Israelite groups and all of that stuff, they don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? They too busy being angry at black men all the damn time. But they don't want to be angry. They ain't. Let me tell you why they're angry with black men. Because they know black men ain't got the ability to fight them like that. They're not afraid. They have state power they can call upon, you know what I'm saying, to help them subdue black men and stuff like that. You know. And then there's another thing too. I don't mean to go too far off topic. But homeless black men. This is becoming the greatest crime in America. While I sit there and see Christians give money to heathen homeless. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Our people, black men are looked at as being, you know what I'm saying, bums and this and that for being homeless when this is not our kingdom. We were brought here in chains. We're the bottom of every damn body. We're up under everybody's boot heel. So it would make sense for us to be the homeless, right? It would make sense, right? But then you have these, Caucasians and everything who are out there, homeless and stuff like that too. But then compassion is shown to them even by our people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you why. The people that do that, they're cowards. They only do it because they fear white people. And they're trying to show white people how good of servants that they can be. You know what I'm saying? and how they can, they pretty much showing what side they're playing on in hopes that they don't be destroyed and that they can get a good job. We've been reduced down to that. You know what I'm saying? Good night. You know what I'm saying? We've been reduced down to something as small as that. We was in camp. That sister rolled up with that dope car. You know what I'm saying? Now she see us teaching on the street, right? She already has in her mind that we don't have jobs, we're poor, we're this and we're that. You had the white woman out there. What did she do? She came up giving the white woman money, right?
Right.
But let a black man be laid out like that. She's not giving him nothing. She'll look past him with contempt, right? Walk right past him and give her money to that white person. And that white person is, on the downside of, their people. Their people is ruling.
Right.
They have their own people to help them. You know what I'm saying? They have their own people. But she'll still contribute to that anyway.
Right.
See that? While calling us bums and homeless and all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
See this? See what we're dealing with? Yeah, but I don't need to get too far off topic. Let's get back into the scriptures, though. Let's go back to, okay, what was we just at?
We said Romans.
Okay, let's go.
11. 11 and 12. Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world.
I said, if the fall of them be the riches of the world, whoa, let's break that down. Young man, can you give me, any, just show me what you know concerning that scripture. Just try. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get it, no problem. Just try.
I'm
You're
saying,
good at trying. I like that.
When the heathens fall, goddamn, we're gonna rise up. That's the riches of the world. Like when they fall.
No, think about it. We did know we fell. You gotta think, we fell.
Damn,
So read that part again. Read it again.
Now if the fall of them be the riches of the world.
Oh, it said if the fall of them. Who's the them?
What's like?
Who's the them?
The Israelites.
Right. Go ahead.
The riches of the world.
The riches of the world.
Rise up. We the them.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. If the fall of us be the riches of the world, what state is the world in today? They're filthy rich because of the fall of us. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
That's the reason why the low-level Arab can have a chicken joint and all of that. And the people we was just working for yesterday, what was they? East Indians? What were they called?
They look this. I don't know what.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. One of the dudes look Hindu.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What the hell?
He had a little big eyes with the synced in sockets.
Afghanistan.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Now, those are low level. Those are very low level Elamites and Arabs and stuff like that. We're even enriching them. You see what I'm saying?
All right.
We're even enriching them. They selling us cell phones, cases. There was a sister trying to get a case right there. Or
She's
get a
paying her bill.
Right. Cut of a cut. Trying to do something, think about it for a second. So read that scripture again. You'll start to understand it. Now, so, with that.
That is the fall of them be the riches of the world.
What is the world?
We are the world.
No. It's not talking about us. Not talking about us being rich.
No, I said we are the world.
No. We don't want to say we are the world. We don't want to sound like, y'all remember that little thing? We are the world children. You remember that? No, that's not it. We're not the world in this context.
Okay.
They are the world, not us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Read it again, boy.
Now, as the father of them be the riches of the world,
Right. If the fall of them be the riches of the world.
The world be the Japanese, the Arabs, the Africans, the white man.
Yeah, that's the world. What state are they in today?
Rich.
They're world powers because we're down.
China.
Yes.
All that shit.
Yeah.
That's like it.
And then think about it for a second. Now, me, I'm 44. I remember certain countries that wasn't about that, wasn't even like that at first. Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, places like that. You know what I'm saying? You go back into the 80s, 89, 90, 91, and stuff like that. They were just coming to America, and their country was still torn up because of the war and stuff like that, But look at them now. You see what I'm saying? Right. That hour with the beast, look at them now.
Right.
They were still trying to make rice patties and stuff in Americanas in Louisville. You know what I'm saying? At that time, they were still hunting down dogs and eating them, you know what I'm saying? Killing them and eating them and cooking them and all that. It was doing that then. But now look at them now. You know what I'm saying? That dude in Louisville, Rocky, you know what I'm saying? He's a Vietnamese. He owned a nail salon. Back at raping young black women. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at the houses that they live at. Because I know where they live at too. You know what I'm saying? And you look at the houses they in now. These big old glorious houses that they in right now. I done been over to their houses and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then, when in the world, I feasted with them and all of that. You know what I'm saying? These dudes, they'll have, you don't buy nothing. When you go to the houses, you don't buy anything. You know what I'm saying? It's an insult if you even try to buy. You try and pitch in on a bottle of liquor or any of that. You know what I'm saying? They'll have, those wheel dumpsters, the wheel plastic garbage cans, the real big ones.
Right.
They'll have those filled with 6 packs of Heineken. And we know Heinekens ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They living like that now. And they'll have lines. You go down in their basement, they got a karaoke set up. You know what I'm saying? They got lines of food. I'm talking about like mats of food. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 of them with different types of food, all kind of diverse kinds of food that you can Asian, all kind of Asian foods. And you talk about this basement, the basements that they have as long as it's school. You talk about mats from from that wall to that door back there. Full of food. 2 or 3 of them laid out like that. Different, diverse kinds. See how they living now?
Right.
Salvation came to the Gentiles. You know what I'm saying? To provoke us to jealousy, because when we was at their houses, we like, damn.
Hey, boy, stand up, wipe your face off with some water.
We like, damn, how they, look how they getting it. And we working at the same damn place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We working at the same place at the time. And they getting it like that. We like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Big old huge houses, everything nice as hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, it's lucky. I'm like, hell. But that's the jealousy. And that type of jealousy should provoke us to be together like they are.
Somebody asked, so how are we going to get the black rulership and salvation?
Well, one thing what you want to do, you have to realize who the Lord chose to lead in the first place. You have to understand that. We've always had leaders over us. When you go into the Bible, you go from Genesis to Revelation, whatever. We had to have that. Always. Right? Now, you got to ask, like I was just saying before, who is the angriest?
We are. You
know what I'm saying? Who was the angriest during the time of Samson?
We was.
No, think about it. Samson was very angry, wasn't he? And the Lord chose him as judge.
Judah.
No, he wasn't Judah. He was of the
No.
tribe of Dan.
Damn.
But, the Lord didn't choose, you had different, you had leaders of different tribes also. The Lord looked for the angry nigga. You know what I'm saying? He looked for the nigga that's the maddest. Because at that time, the time of Samson, Judah wasn't the angriest. You know what I'm saying? You know, Judah, we were just laid back and chilling and pretty much, accepting our lot with the Philistines ruling over us. Samson wasn't going for that. And he wasn't even of the tribe of Judah. He was of the tribe of Dan. You know what I'm saying? The Lord dealt with him. During the time of Gideon. Gideon was angry and took and threw down the gods of of his fathers and stuff like that. He got pissed. And the Lord dealt with him. You see what I'm saying? Look at it all throughout the Bible.
All right.
The Lord dealt with the angriest. So who is the angriest Israelite group out there? Can anybody give me an answer?
Okay, I'm going with Judah.
No. Who is the angriest Israelite group? Not going by tribe.
Now? Oh.
Who is the angriest Israelite group?
Israel.
The angriest Israelite group?
U.P.K.
There you go.
That's what I hear.
Who the Lord with?
U.P.K.
It's simple. You know what I'm saying? We make stuff complicated. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. We're the angriest. You see what I'm saying? But like I said before, anger makes people want to do something about a situation. Even heathens respect the angry of their people. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
They even understand that concept.
Somebody said, so that's going to get us black rulership?
Yeah. It's a start. It's not just with being angry all by itself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, because how can you go for rulership and you're not mad? If you're not mad, you're a man that's not really wanting rulership. You want to be a slave. Jesse Jackson's not mad. You notice that? Jesse Jackson's not mad. Louis Farrakhan, he's not mad. You see what I'm saying?
Money.
Yeah.
They get rich.
Yeah. Why are they mad for? Right? What they got to be mad about, right? You know what I'm saying? The Lord didn't choose them. They're going to fall in the damn wayside. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen with them. Or be greatly abased. One of the two. You know what I'm saying? The Lord loves choosing angry men. And you got to think, what are you angry about? When you see the oppression of your people and stuff like that. And then here's the thing, too, because you got to know where to go to do the right thing. Where can you actually be angry at? What will, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
What is going on? Where can you go for comfort in your anger? I'll tell you one place that you can go. You can go to the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? You can come here. We'll show you what to do with that anger. It's not the only thing that you need for rulership. Don't get me wrong. But it's a start.
Right.
You got anything else, Gus?
No, somebody just was like, what's next? After you angry, they said, what's next?
Well, I just gave him the answer right there.
Let's get comfortable.
What you want to do is you want to come to the I.S.U.P.K. You don't want to be angry and go out and do something stupid and shoot up a deli or nothing like that. Because the anger is going to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I feel so sad for, brothers and everything that come into the knowledge of the truth and they get mad and they get angry and then they go and they do something dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're angry, but they're not angry enough to come inside the school, though.
That's right.
So where that leave them at? You know what I'm saying?
Under the white man.
It puts them on the terrorist list. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it puts them in a situation where they're going to snap and do something dumb. You know what I'm saying? When they could have found a way better way to do things, a way highly more effective way to do stuff. Are you angry enough to get off the goddamn weed?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're angry enough to, you know what I'm saying, get off the drugs. You're angry enough to say Kanawakan.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, now you got to know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be angry, which is good. But then you got to finish it out. Now you got to start saying Kanawakan. Be angry enough to do that. Because, you know, now the you know what I'm saying, everything is broadened now. Now you're thinking, I got to do what I need to do for my nation, for my people, for the kingdom of the Lord. I got to do this. I got to be angry enough. You know what I'm saying? And I got to do the right thing with it. Go ahead.
Like, if I may, that's the hardest thing to do.
Of course.
Hold them up.
You know,
that's the hardest thing I ever did in my life.
Right. Brothers love hard tasks, right?
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? We in the sports world or going to college or the military or anything.
So like
we deal with hard stuff and we want to be conquerors then. You see what I'm saying? We want to jump from the free throw line and dunk all over. You know what I'm saying? And we do whatever it takes to be able to do that. Well, here's the thing. Here's the pinnacle of your anger. Get inside the school. Conquer the biggest demon you got, which ain't no goddamn lineman. It's you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, warrior.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought fucking roofing was the hardest. I thought fucking, you know what I'm saying? Slacking for my, you know what I'm saying, for the word. I thought all that shit was the hardest. Slacking. I ain't gonna lie, it's the hardest thing I ever did. I mean, I'd say, dang, if they didn't even know the demons I fight, God dang, that's the hardest shit ever. God, you awesome. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know. Like, God dang, it's the hardest thing. Because you got, hey, good Lord want holy men in this.
Right.
Holy men.
Right.
God dang, that's the hardest.
Right.
You don't know, I fight demons every day. Left and right, you know what I'm saying? For like Muhammad Ali. It's the hardest thing. Straight up.
Right, yeah. You know what
Straight
I'm saying?
up, man.
Hell.
Straight up.
And here's the thing. Ourselves are even a bigger challenge than the damn demons that we used to fight.
God.
So damn, we conquer ourselves. What is it? A scripture to say a man that rules his own spirit is better than the man that taketh a strong city. To think about it, you got a conqueror that takes a strong city and everything. About it, man, that's the dude right there. That's the guy. Conquer you. Rule your spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody said, what scripture was that?
Let's get into that scripture. Let's Google it. I'm gonna Google it right quick. You got it, Captain?
I can pull that.
Come on, Captain.
Look, if I may.
Go ahead.
That's like they trying to challenge U.P.K. Hold them up. U.P.K. got the answers and the questions. Straight up. You got to hold them up. It's like it. They got it for you. Hold them up. They got it. Leave that. It's the really, hey, it's like this ain't the Bible. I need
Proverbs 16:32. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see if it's. Yeah. Proverbs 16:32.
Proverbs 16. Proverbs 10:11. Proverbs 10:11. You said
16:32. Proverbs 16:32.
I got it.
Cut.
Oh, I can have it.
go.
Proverbs 16:32.
Right.
He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty.
Now, just imagine how much discipline it takes to be slow to anger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not being quick-tempered, hot-tempered, and stuff like that. A lot of brothers love hot-tempered in the world. You know what I'm saying? And just imagine how you got to conquer and defeat yourself, you know what I'm saying, in order to be like that.
Somebody also said you got to be angry enough to quit drinking.
Well, okay. Is it unlawful to drink? I mean, is it unlawful to drink? You need to understand that.
So look, I mean, if you drunk enough, do you support? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cause we, you know what I'm saying, we like to drink. I ain't gonna lie, U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with a little wine.
Yeah. You don't
wine.
never see us in the base states when we drink. I mean, hell, having drinks and stuff is in the Bible. You don't see us in. Give me a second for it.
Okay.
You don't see us in the base states where you ain't gonna see no U.P.K. dude laid out on the goddamn curb, pissed his pants and everything, drunk and all of that. You don't never see us rolling like that. We have our drink. We like to have drinks. It's lawful to have drinks. The men in the Bible had their drinks also. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
If Cat feel like I drunk too much or anything, he gonna tell me that, hey, nah, warrior, no more for you.
Right.
Straight up, that's Cat. Straight up. Every time, I ain't gonna lie.
Just be a cutoff point.
He'll cut me
off.
off.
Bottle of water, something like that, and that just be that.
He'll stop it. Straight up.
It's simple.
Gone. Straight up. He gonna let that happen.
That's one of the things also too about having orders.
Gone.
You see what I'm saying? Well, a brother, can give, that's over. You can give you an order.
Gone.
All right, stop. Cut that out.
Gone.
You know what I'm saying? Done for the day. Bing. You just grab your bottle of water or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then you that just be that.
Gone.
In the world, people can't do that. You see what I'm saying? Because nobody can tell them to stop anything.
Nobody's gonna.
That's a problem. That's a huge problem.
Nobody's gonna know it.
And then that also proves, that also proves who is supposed to be running. You know what I'm saying? Who's supposed to be running things?
God.
Because we have orders, that we give orders and men follow them. And we follow the orders of the men above us.
That's right.
And that's that. It's simple. Anything else, Cal?
No, we didn't finish that one scripture.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city.
Him that ruleth a city, him that ruleth his own spirit is better than him that taketh a city.
Yeah. That's powerful.
Just like I was saying, a man that can rule his own spirit, if he have a couple of drinks and it's a cutoff moment, he can cut off and just chill or whatever with no drink. He's ruling his spirit. Because, just like anything, like food or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? There has to be a cutoff point. Be like, no, I'm feeling this kind of way, so I probably need to, chill out, for the night.
Right.
That's ruling your spirit. Because here's the thing, if you don't rule your spirit, you'll keep drinking and keep drinking and keep drinking. Just like people that gotta keep eating and eating and eating and eating. You know what I'm saying? And they end up 500 pounds. They on, you know what I'm saying? End up one of them shows or something like that.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? They just keep eating and they can't stop eating. You know what I'm saying? They become insatiable. You know what I'm saying? When you can have a cutoff point, you know what I'm saying, and be like, look, I'm done. Such and such. Anyway, now let me handle this business or whatever the hell else. That's a man that can rule his spirit. You know what I'm saying? That man controls the alcohol, the food, or whatever the hell the case is. He controls it. He's like, done for right now. Tomorrow maybe have me another drink maybe. But now, done. Now, in his mind, he has other things on his mind also, too. He has business to handle. You know what I'm saying? He's not idle-minded. He has things that he has to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stuff like that. Those things also help a man to rule his spirit also. Because you got you see a lot of the dudes out there, strung out, they're drunk out on they don't have anything. They don't have anything they don't have nothing really to look forward to. So they drown themselves inside the bottle. You see what I'm saying? And that's a man that, that can't rule his own spirit. And some of them don't even care whether they even live or die. You see what I'm saying? But a man that does do things that they can rule his spirit can do things in measure. His food, his drink, his this, that, sex. Hell, sex can be an addiction too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A person can be so, want to have sex so much, they end up, in some, some harlot's crib, and her man come in and blow his brains out. You know what I'm saying? Because he just can't help himself.
What do you say to the sisters that say men that have multiple wives are addicted to sex?
Okay, I don't even understand why they would say that. That a man that have multiple wives is addicted to sex. I don't even.
Or he's just trying to have multiple wives for sex.
Well, one thing, these sisters, they got to look at their own track record though, and they're women. Every woman is really designed for one man. You know what I'm saying? Every woman is designed for one man. She will sit there and say that while she got multiple baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? Or while she done had multiple sex partners, and a lot of them having multiple sex partners now.
What if it's a guy who's saying that other men who believe in multiple wives only believe in it so they to have a lot of sex with different women?
Well, that man a lot of times probably a homosexual. I'm just saying. He can't even understand. And another thing too, a lot of black men don't want to see other black men in power or have any type of empowerment at all.
All right.
That is a feminine thought, to be honest with you. Now think about it. You got a dude, a brother out there, like say for instance, he see his buddy, and his buddy got 4 wives, right? He's like, man, I'd like to be like that. I'd like to have me 4 wives. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, I gotta find out what this brother, what this brother doing, where he can, control, all of these women like that. Man, what is he doing? You know what I'm saying? That is a way more masculine thought than a brother sitting there thinking, this nigga got 4 wives. This nigga's wrong. This nigga's wrong. When that same nigga is out there, he got that one wife and believes that he's right behind having one wife, but he's screwing that woman at the job. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He's screwing that woman at the job, violating his own conscience according to his own moral code. You see what I'm saying? Because any nigga that teaches one wife is a nigga that's going to start sleeping around with different women or men or whatever the hell the case is. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in only having one wife, that's one thing. You believe you should have one wife, fine, you have one wife. But you don't need to try and teach other people that they should carry on your philosophy of only having one, and he got three, he should get rid of 2. No. They force them women to be whores. You see what I'm saying? Dudes that teach that one wife garbage are gigantic sinners. They really are. If you have one wife, that is your preference. That's you. You don't need to impose that stuff on nobody else. That's you. That's your choice. You see what I'm saying? But if you sit there trying to pressure some dude, then we get to see who you really are for real. Either you're a homosexual, you know what I'm saying? Or you buying whores, or you got some type of deviancy to you. You know what I'm saying? Because no dude is out there really just pressing that one wife stuff and only trying to sleep with one woman for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. He gonna see other stuff out there that he won't. Now he got to violate his conscience, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When it is lawful to have more than one wife, but he's sitting there thinking in his mind, and he's teaching and pressing other people to only have one wife, while he see that woman, that girl at work on that line, and she's feeling him and he's feeling her. So you already know what's gonna go down. But now he got to sneak. He got to sneak and do it now. Because he taught that one wife garbage. He be teaching that. Now he got to sneak around. You see what I'm saying?
Somebody had a question on that, or there's a question on that scripture in Deuteronomy about the king.
Cut with cut.
I'm gonna pull it. Deuteronomy 17:7. Deuteronomy 17:7. Neither shall he multiply wives to himself, that his heart turn not away.
Okay. Now, what is this talking about? Because for one thing, we use the term multiple wives, like, like dudes just keep doubling up wives. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right. We be thinking about it like that. But what I like to say, instead of saying multiple wives, I just like saying having more than one wife. Me, myself. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it talks about, he should not multiply wives unto himself, means what it is, he should not just keep seeing everything that looks good to him and want to grab it and rip it. You know what I'm saying? Everything that looks good, she's the daughter of some type of, other king somewhere. I want her. You know what I'm saying? Because now he's leading with his desire now. You see what I'm saying? He's leading with that now. And King Solomon fell into that. You know what I'm saying? King Solomon fell into that. Say that's what it means. It doesn't mean don't have more than one wife. That's not what it means. When you just say he should. Oh, okay. And there's another scripture also when it talks about he should not multiply horses unto himself. So I guess he just supposed to have one horse, huh? Hey, whoever know the king just have one horse?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't even find a celebrity today that just got one car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When it talks about don't trust in the multitude of them like that. You got all these wives, you want to get more wives so you can have more sons. So you do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? That right there is trusting in multiplying wives, just like with the horses. Kings have many horses. But I got to get more horses so I get stronger. So I can get, you know what I'm saying? I can just keep getting strong. And I can just be, you know what I'm saying? And all of that. Because horses run into war. You got many horses. You have many men to put on those horses so you can go and cause impact in the war, right? The Lord don't want us trusting in those things. And the Lord don't want us insatiable in our lust for women, though. Too. He don't want us insatiable with it to where we can't control ourselves because what were certain kings doing? This was a custom on the earth. Kings were murdering men for their woman. This was a common custom. This wasn't no one-time thing. We see about, King David and Bathsheba. King David only did it one time. This was a practice, a common practice of kings. That's why Abraham was afraid. You know what I'm saying? And Isaac.
All right.
Because this was a common practice. You see what I'm saying? Multiplying wives will lead you into a mindset like that. You see a dude come into your place, you be like, she fine. Yeah, such and such. Who is that? Bring her here. Bring her husband here. Next thing you know, you plotting to have her husband murdered.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You plotting to have her husband murdered so you can have her. And you're the king, so how can she tell you no, right? You're a man of power, right? The Lord is telling you not to abuse in that context, not to abuse your power like that. You see what I'm saying? That man got a wife, that's his wife. You stop looking at her. That's that. You can have any woman. You know what I'm saying? But if you multiply wives, you'll start looking at her too. You see what I'm saying? You'll start wanting to deal with her too. You'll start wanting her for yourself. And then you think, well, I got to cover it up. How you going to cover it up? Tell me how would the king cover it up?
Get rid of him.
Yeah. That's what the Lord is trying to stop us from in that scripture. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm like every movie, what?
Yeah.
Every movie. Every fucking.
That's what that scripture is talking about. Don't multiply wives. It don't say don't have more than one wife. You can have 20. See what I'm saying? The Lord's dealing with the mindset and everything because kings were commonly doing this. This was common. Kings and noblemen and stuff like that, they were commonly doing stuff like those practices. It was common on the earth.
Rappers are doing it today.
I don't think they so much so as having people whacked and everything because, I mean, rappers can go to jail. Ain't nobody locking the king up. You know what I'm saying? Nobody sending the king to jail.
Well, they got all that money is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, they got that money. Yeah, I see what you said. Yeah, and they do that. They don't give a damn about, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you such as, oh, that's a broke nigga. That nigga broke. Why you with him?
You know what I'm saying?
They be on that. Yeah. That nigga broke. He a broke nigga.
Up.
Why you on him? Why you with him? You should be with me.
That's why they getting killed.
Right, exactly. That's what that scripture's talking about. Don't multiply wives.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't mean don't have more than one wife. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody say you mentioned 20 wives. In today's time, what's the most amount of wives a brother should get?
Well, let me let you know when the way General Hyman broke it down one time. When you got a certain amount of wives, and you driven to the point to where you damn are going crazy over all these damn wives, and you sitting there with your head between your goddamn knees crying, and well, you probably got enough then. It's no set number. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't know, here's the thing. Some men can handle 4. Some men can handle 7, 8. Some men can have 10, 20. When you're driven crazy, that's how you know you got enough. You might need to stop. You got 5, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Real talk. You got 5 ribs, you know what I'm saying? And they driving you so damn crazy and you don't this and that. You might have enough at that time. You know what I'm saying? It's not a set number.
Somebody asks, how do you learn how to handle more wives?
Well, by calling the I.S.U.P.K. Even a brother in the I.S.U.P.K. that ain't got no wife can tell you how to handle 5. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I mean, what more can I say? You know what I'm saying?
Man, what would you tell a brother who has, let's say, 5 or 6 wives and he's having troubles, and he's asking for advice? What would you tell him?
Well, this is what I would tell him. First, I had to find out what his situation is with his wives. Is he trying to have them like that garbage that they got going on today, where they're trying to put all the wives in one house? I want to find out. I want to find that out first. You know what I'm saying? Is he trying to put all his wives in the same place? Of course, you're going to have problems. Of course.
Somebody had another one too. They said, what if every time you go, you have your wives in different houses, but every time you go to spend a night at a different rib's house, the other rib trip and act out and cause problems because you're not over there?
Oh, she's going to trip and flip out. You know what I'm saying? Well, you take a baby and you put the baby and say, you're a little kid, brother. And you say, you're on punishment. Stay in your room. You know what I'm saying? They're going to act out a lot of times too, right?
Right.
But then eventually they're going to get it. And like, daddy's not, he's not, submitting to my whims. You know what I'm saying? And everything. So what did the child start to do? Well, maybe I need to act right so that I can get out of this room. The same thing with her. She act all out, fine. You just spend time at the other woman's house. You know what I'm saying? And then she'll finally the light will click on. Hey, well, he's not submitting to none of this. He's not bound down to none of this. Maybe I need to act right. Either she'll do that or she'll say, I don't want to be married anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be married to him anymore. And she'll go and she'll be a whore. And that'll just be that. Simple as that.
Right.
Here's the thing. When you game, don't be afraid to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gain 5. Don't be afraid to lose 4. Don't be afraid to lose 5. Simple as that. She's supposed to submit up under you. That's that. All 5. If you submit to them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to devour you. The lioness will pick that lion male apart. There was a situation in Africa where you ever heard about this a couple of years ago, where the African that had 4 wives, and they all turned around and jumped his ass.
I didn't hear about that.
You know what I'm saying? They came together and they beat the hell out of him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now he's in fear of getting beat up again by his 4 wives. So who's running the show now?
Wives.
Yeah, they run the show. So what can they do now? Now they can go and they can have other men. And they can dyke on each other. Stuff like that. Right. And he be sitting in some corner some damn where, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Thinking about how he should just have one wife.
Right.
Thinking about he should have just had one wife and all of that. You know what I'm saying? The hell with that. Either you're running the show or you're being ran by the show. One of the two. Me myself, I choose to run the show. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. A lot of dudes, you know, they want different stuff. They want to be ran by the show. That's them. You know what I'm saying? Anything else, Scott?
Question right now. Question right now.
All right. Well, let's get back into the scripture. Man, we're still on the first scripture. That's good. That's good, though. Getting them questions about Isaiah 61 and 1.
Isaiah 61 and 1. The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
To preach the good tidings unto the meek. What is that? That's salvation right there to the meek. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church, they mangle this scripture right here.
Right.
Go ahead.
He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted.
Who's the brokenhearted?
We are.
Yeah. Go ahead.
To proclaim the liberty to the captivity.
To proclaim liberty to the captives.
To
the captives. Who the captives is?
We are the captives because we still slavery.
Right, exactly. Go ahead.
And the opening of the prison.
Whoa, wait a minute, hold up. What they always trashing black men? Oh, black men have been in prison and, you know, all in prison and all of that. Don't they say that? Right. Obviously, this is who the Lord come to bring liberty to. That's what the Bible say.
Right.
That's what I'm reading this right out of the Bible.
Come on.
The Christians read this. I done heard Christians read this like on the Christian television and all of that.
Right.
You know, but they read it in the spirit where you don't even know what it's talking about. That's why I always, you know, be on brothers about reading these scriptures right. You know what I'm saying? Not reading like you know, you don't get anything. You know what I'm saying? Read this like you're talking.
Somebody had a question on the last topic.
Cut.
I think it's a female, Pearson Carmen. She said, "Is it unlawful to not marry?"
No, it's not unlawful not to marry. But here's the thing of it. It's unlawful to have sex. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, because a lot of people, you know, I'm not saying that this sister or whatever, but a lot of them say, I'm not married, I'm single, but they still screwing.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? That those would be the type that don't want to believe that sex is marriage. They still having sex, talking about I've been single for 3 years. I asked this one sister, she said, I've been single for 3 years. And I'm like, oh, so it's been 3 years since you had sex. No comment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No comment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, but then they act like we evil for saying sex is marriage. Right?
Right.
Yeah, it's not unlawful not to marry. Judith never married again in the Apocrypha. But you know what? Let me let you in on something else that she never did. She never had sex again either.
Right.
Uh-oh. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Uh-oh.
What?
You know what I'm saying? If you got sisters out there, you know, to act like, you know, well, I don't know, I'm just not going to get married. But you're not going to stop screwing. You're going to go get your baby daddy, your ex, you know what I'm saying, that you're comfortable with, and have him knock you down when you get your itch. You know what I'm saying? Who is?
You got sisters that'll call you for that. Just for that.
Yeah,
I had a
I know.
girl call me for that. I was hurt. Like,
I
damn,
know.
for real? I
Yeah.
like you.
I know.
Damn. That's all you calling for?
Right. Exactly. And here's the thing about it. A lot of the sisters have brothers out there in the world. Why they want some other dude to marry them and be so obligated to them and all of that, while they got that dude that only used to throw on them. That's it. And guess what? They keep that number in their phone too while they married to that guy, to the other guy. You know what I'm saying?
So like you remember when I was on the phone talking to the girl?
Right.
She said, I got a boyfriend. And you said, oh, whoa, wow.
Right.
Then why are you talking to me?
Right.
You straight out of my ass.
I done ran into countless sisters
God
like that.
damn.
You know what I'm saying? She's like, the sister's like, you know, I just, you know, I don't want no relationship. I just want to, you know what I'm saying?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then there's a lot of them, they have a man.
God, that's exactly
They have a man.
Wow.
And they in a good, they what they would call a good relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Like, how you can even talk to me like that? That's so she's okay with it. Oh, we're not doing nothing wrong. But that's not the point. If you was my girl, how you think you think you're gonna talk to somebody else?
Right, exactly.
Oh,
you know, they love to have those pocket friends like that.
Nah.
And they not gonna get rid of that number. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna disguise it and all of that. And guess what? When you and her get into those heated arguments and everything, or let you have to go away for a week or something like that, she's gonna be on that phone with him. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? You know, I done been the nigga on the other end, so I know. You know what I'm saying? I already know. I mean, hell, there's broads out here, you know, today that I can hit at any time. You know what I'm saying? With no obligation, no ring, no paying the bills, no any of that. You know what I'm saying? They just want me to mop them down. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So just imagine how many, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just keep it real.
That was it on that question. That was the only question. She just asked that.
Can you read the question one more time, Cap?
Is it unlawful to not marry?
Well, now she needs it. Now, sister, you need to consider yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know, and see who you really are concerning that. Because if you just being, you know, chaste, you know what I'm saying? You practicing chastity and stuff like that. That's one thing. You know what I'm saying? And you just want to be with the Lord because you done had a bad track record with dudes and stuff like that, and you just leaving all of that alone. A man can respect that. You know what I'm saying? But if you out there, you know what I'm saying, claiming to be in the truth, and then you got those little pocket buddies that's in the world and all of that, coming to piping you down, or you going down to them to get the pipe. You know what I'm saying? And then come and, you know what I'm saying, like, shalom, You know what I'm saying? You'll be found out. Simple as that. All right, let's get some more on the scripture with the liberty to the prison, and the opening of the prison.
To them that are bound.
We're take it from the and the opening.
To proclaim liberty to the captives.
Liberty to the captives. Go ahead.
And the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
Who makes up the biggest population of people in prison today?
Blacks and Spanish, Native Indians.
Right. America has more prisoners than China has, and China has way more people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got more here in America. There's more prisoners here than anybody else that's on the planet, all put together. And we know that they majority make up of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why they logging, white people and some Asians and stuff like that to make it look like it's not about us. You know what I'm saying? It's a smoke screen. All right, let's keep going. Verse 2.
To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance.
Day of vengeance. Go ahead.
Of our God, to comfort all that mourn, to anoint unto them that mourn, and Zion,
Right.
to give unto them beauty for ashes.
Everybody ever heard that song? Give us beauty for ashes. You remember anybody ever heard that song? It's a Christian song, but they totally messed that song up. This song is for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's some devil woman and the dude was Ron Canoli. You know what I'm saying? They sung the song. There's a black dude, big black dude, and a little devil woman. You know what I'm saying? They were singing the song together. You know what I'm saying? But see, in the video, he was showing little poor white kids and everything. You know what I'm saying? No, this is for us. You know what I'm saying? This is for us right there. You know, what is the ashes?
It's like fire.
Nah, the ashes is what we lay down. This is the ashes of a crackhead. He gives up crack to get salvation. Gets inside the school. See what I'm saying? All of us is crack hood. You know what I'm saying? That's the ashes. What's the beauty? Beauty is being inside the school. You know what I'm saying? And being a man that's, you know what I'm saying, under orders and discipline and stuff like that, and leaving the whole crack life or whatever alone. The weed life, the cigarette life, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, they literally produce ashes, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, damn, you know what I'm saying? Well, you first put the blunt out. What's left in the, you know what I'm saying? You know, a person put out the cigarette. What's in their ashes? You know what I'm saying? Putting down the drugs, putting down whatever the hell it was. You know what I'm saying? Out there. You know what I'm saying? For the kingdom. The kingdom is the beauty. You know what I'm saying? The ashes is what you lay down to get it. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
The oil of joy for mourning.
Okay, go back. I want you to go back to verse 2 when it says, and the day of vengeance of our God. I want you to go to that.
To proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord, and the day of vengeance of our God.
Look at that. So what are we supposed to be? What was he? So what are we supposed to be talking about?
Vengeance, war.
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to be talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That we supposed to be talking about that. Who else is talking about that other than us?
Every nation we could think of.
No, they're not talking about it. They're not talking about the day of vengeance of the Lord. They're talking about the day of their supremacy when they fighting against such and such. ISIS is fighting against whoever in the hell. You know what I'm saying? They're not looking at this. And the Christian church damn sure ain't looking at it. You see what I'm saying? I'll tell you who is. We looking at it.
God, but the white man don't know.
The white man is not looking forward to the day of the vengeance of the Lord. He trying to run from that.
They're looking for war, no?
You know, yeah, they're looking for war, but he's not looking for the day of the vengeance of the Lord. I'll tell you that. He wants to run for that.
God.
You know what I'm saying? You know, this is about the prophets. You see what I'm saying? He's preparing. The white man's preparing for it, no doubt.
God.
You know what I'm saying? But this is spoken in the spirit of the prophets and not no heathens.
God.
Now, what we gonna do? We gonna let's go to Isaiah 54 and
somebody asked, what's the day of the vengeance of the Lord going to look like?
Whoo, good night. You really want to know that? Well, it's gonna look like the chariot's coming. It's World War III. Chariots. You want to know what the day of the vengeance of the Lord looks like? Flash back to ancient Egypt. The rivers was turned to blood. Darkness was in the land. You know, the plagues. Hail. Look forward to that one. The Lord loves to fight with hail. You know what I'm saying? People got missiles and stuff like that. The Lord send down that hail and tear your behind up. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Look forward to stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's going to look like. It's one thing, nuclear destruction also brings hailstorms too.
God.
You know that? Right. Nuclear destruction brings hail because it messes up the weather patterns and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So now hail will come. So now you have the nukes on the earth blowing up stuff, and then right behind that will come the hail. You ever notice something? Whenever they send when they were sending them spaceships, you know, out of space, the space rockets and all of that, have always rain every time they send one of them up. Anybody ever notice that? It never fails. Every time they'll send a space shuttle up, it always rains. Every time. Never fails. I noticed that since I was a kid. I remember when the space shuttle Challenger blew up. You know what I'm saying? I was in elementary school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It rained. Every time they send a shuttle up after that, it rained. After that. Every time. So, they send nuclear bombs, Star Wars, and stuff like that. What's going to come behind that? I think the Lord will be a little more angry, won't he? Huh? So what will come behind that? Hail. Turn stuff up. Didn't he send it on ancient Egypt?
No.
You know what I'm saying? The hail was coming through, killing the lightning bolts. Hail and lightning bolts was killing all the cows and you know what I'm saying, and people and all of that too. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Go ahead, give me some more, Warrior.
You said something. You said Isaiah what?
Isaiah, we have Isaiah 54 and 12. Well, no, we'll go up to 11. Yeah, we'll go to 11. Now check this stuff out. How this stuff gonna be for us? What the kingdom is gonna start to look like? After this, we'll go, you know what I'm saying, into the salvation and everything. Time to say we run a little bit, you know. But go ahead.
Isaiah 54:11. Oh, thou afflicted, tossed it with tempest.
Oh, thou afflicted and tossed it with tempest. Who is that? Who is that word?
The Lord, we are. We are.
Yeah.
We are angry.
Yes, and tossed with the tempest. What is a tempest? It's a storm. You know what I'm saying? Democrat. Okay, Republican Party. Black Lives Matter. Barack Obama. You know what I'm saying? We toss to and fro.
Right.
With the tempest. You see what I'm saying? They come out with any damn thing. We go to that. Islam. Okay. The Black Panther. Okay. That. We go there. The next new, we go there. Nawabi. Okay, we go there. You know what I'm saying? Tossed with the tempest. You know what I'm saying? You put a ship in a storm, and the storm loses control, and it just gets tossed in the ocean. Hit to and fro. Can't control it. You see what I'm saying? It can't control itself. Give me some more on the root.
And not comforted.
And not comforted.
Behold, I will lay.
Take your time, word. Read it right.
Behold, I will lay thy stones with fair colors.
Ooh, think about this for a second. Now put this inside your mind.
Right.
This is Jerusalem. Thy stones with fair colors. All right?
God.
Think about this stuff for a second. Go ahead.
And lay thy foundation with sapphire.
Sapphire is a valuable diamond. This stuff is going to be on the ground. It's going to be paving walkways. This stuff is going to be paving walkways. You see what I'm saying? Heathen is going to be like, you know, and those stones is going to be the best stones too. We going to be walking around with like this is nothing. Like, you know, this is just normal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is just normal stuff right here. We're going to be walking down paved walkways, lit up, and the sapphires going to be firing off blue colors and stuff like that. Valuable stones, too.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Where if a person have one of them, he's perfect, but we ain't even going to care because we're going to have so much bread. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're not even going to look at it like that.
God.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to be looking at the sapphires and the emeralds and all of that stuff. They're going to be valuable.
God.
Our kids will be looking at them. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be like, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody will have a need to steal nothing.
God.
You know what I'm saying? We'll be looking at it just like it's just normal. This is just everyday life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Give me some more.
And I will make the window of a gate.
The windows of a gate. Look up a gate. Look that up. I want you to Google that. See what a gate actually is. Think that the windows is going to be made of this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Somebody have a comment. So it will be a lot of gold teeth in the kingdom.
And it's going to be gold everything in the kingdom. We're going to be using gold for wiring and stuff like that.
The definition of a gate.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to be using gold because gold is also a good conductor for electricity. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be using the stuff like that. We're going to get all of those bricks that they said they're storing up, and we're going to actually be doing stuff with it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be making stuff out of it. We're not going to do what the white man do, take it, put it in bricks, and store it in some goddamn storehouse and starve every goddamn body. We're not going to do that. We're going to be using gold for things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our doors is going to have the gold handles and stuff on them. You know what I'm saying? Our doors, stuff like that. Niggas are going to be putting gold on their horses. You know what I'm saying? And their clothes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, damn. It's going to be so plenteous like that where we're going to be doing all kind of stuff with it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be, going to war with goddamn gold on. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Any more questions, Cap?
On the question, they said, are you gonna have a big grill in the kingdom? Are you gonna get gold teeth in the kingdom?
What I'm gonna have a gold grill. I'm gonna have a gold grill on a horse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a horse with gold. You know what I'm saying? My horse is gonna have sharp fangs, and they're gonna have gold. They're gonna be gold or platinum. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna have a gold harness. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's gonna have gold. You know what I'm saying? His mane is gonna be braided with the gold beads. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be like that, and it's gonna be made out of real gold.
Right.
And also too, you know what I'm saying? I mean, damn, you know, the mules, all of that stuff, they're gonna have all of that on them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what you know what I'm saying? You gotta do stuff. I mean, my electrical wiring and stuff is gonna have gold.
Chill out here.
Good.
I'm from Texas. So you know I'm gonna have me a grill.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, damn right. We're gonna have some grills.
It's gonna be gold. It's gonna be gold in everything.
Chill out
You know
here.
what I'm saying?
They said King David had a grill.
Shit, the ancient, you know, the ancient Egyptians had gold in their sandals.
God damn.
Yeah. So just imagine how much more so the gold is gonna be with us.
God damn
You know
right.
what I'm
Everything.
saying?
Pinky toe.
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, you
God
know,
damn right. God.
I mean, damn, it's gonna be so plenteous. You don't even,
Yeah.
you can, whatever you can think of to do
Yeah.
with gold, you're gonna be able to do. You know what I'm saying? That's
No
gonna be that.
toilet paper.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
it.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have me some, you know what I'm saying? Some derby horses, and they gonna have gold. They gonna have gold fangs and stuff like that. They gonna be some beasts. You know what I'm saying?
Like it.
You know, they gonna have, you know what I'm saying? They gonna have gold pullouts, all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, God.
Yeah, serious. If we have vehicles, that stuff's gonna have gold on it. You know what I'm saying? And diamonds and precious stone, all kind of precious stones. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, serious.
So
And another thing too, we're gonna have the best iron it is out there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have the best iron. Which that we can go into that stuff a little later on too, though. But let's go back with the scriptures though.
I got the definition. And an ornament, a gate, and an ornament, stone.
Okay, what? Give me the definition of a gate though.
And an
go ahead,
ornament.
Google it, warrior.
And the ornament.
I want the definition.
So like here. And an ornament, stone, consisting of hard variety of.
Okay, get the definition of a gate.
Like here.
Go ahead, Google it, warrior.
That's what I'm doing.
It's not. That's what it's saying.
That's what it's saying.
It sounds like you was reading the script. Okay, good.
Ah,
I'm wondering what you're doing. Okay, go ahead, give it to the board.
And ornamental stone, consisting of a hard variety of Chandoni.
Let me see it. Let me see what's going on.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's a noun, but I'm to share scripture. I mean, not scripture, but.
Oh, man.
My shit's slow and slow.
Okay, so,
okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My shit's slower than DJ Screw.
Okay. A stone with bands of color that is used for making jewelry.
That's a whole different one. How you get that?
It was kind of at the top a little bit.
Ah, damn.
Somebody had a question too on it.
Cut with cut.
You want it?
Cut with cut.
Making jewelry. Ain't that something?
Nikki K asks, if Satan does the Lord's work, why does the Bible go out of the way to say the Lord does not tempt us? Technically, it would be.
Okay, here's the thing. The Lord allows the temptation. He don't do it himself. He allows it, you know what I'm saying, use it to strengthen you, or you'll be destroyed by it, one of the two. You know, everything is warfare.
Salakia.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
If I may, I always say, ain't nothing can happen to us unless the Lord allows it.
The Lord don't, he's not coming in there, let me throw this little broad over here. He's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? But the tempter will do that. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord will be like, you know, well, how's he going to get strong if I don't allow it? See what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he allows the tempter to bring that whore your way. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing it himself, but he wants someone that is going to be strong. And how the hell are you going to prove strength if you never tested? So he allows that to go ahead and happen. Not that he wants it or wills it. It's just that, you know what I'm saying? And then he uses it. You pass the test. You conquered over that. You know what I'm saying? Now he look at Satan and be like, I told you. It's a movie out there. I want to see this movie. I want to watch this movie. This movie is with one dude. Is a black dude is playing. He's playing the Most High, and a white dude is playing Satan, and they playing chess. But they playing chess with lives. You know what I'm saying? They playing chess in the fourth dimension.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the actions are taking place on the earth. You know what I'm saying? That's a dope movie. I got to get that. I got to get that movie, man. And of course, it's a brother that's playing the Lord, and it's a devil that's playing. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. You know
God.
what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? And he seemed like he's winning at first and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And they're playing the chess pieces. You know what I'm saying? Just like when Satan come up to accuse Job and everything, right? There was grounds for the Lord to be like, okay, I gotta let him be tested like this, because he had a hedge around him for a while. And Satan said they're saying, well, he's serving you for nothing. You know, you just keep that hedge around him, and he's such and such. And the Lord's like, oh, really? Okay, okay, no sweat. My nigga's hard. You know what I'm saying? My nigga hardcore. You know what I'm saying? Do what you will. My nigga's hardcore. And said Job did have sin in his life to where that was able to take place. You see what I'm saying? He did. And that's another story for another class, though. I'll go into the details about that. What he was actually, how things actually went down. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, yeah, let's get. We kind of running out of time. I want to hit to Psalms 18. We're at 8:30 right now. I don't want to spend too much time on that. We're gonna go into salvation right quick. This is the second part of this class. We got the most interesting history on the face of the planet.
Right.
I want everybody to know that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Psalms 18. Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah. Psalms. We're going to start to go into salvation. We only got like 30 minutes left. And this is actually like a prayer right here. You know what I'm saying? King David.
Come.
We're gonna start to understand salvation through this. You got it?
Come. Psalms 18.
You got it. Yeah, Psalms 18 and 1.
18 and 1. Psalms 18 and 1. I will love thee, O Lord,
What?
my strength. The Lord is my rock.
Okay. Always think salvation when we going down through this scripture. We'll do this right here. Think salvation. Think about what this topic is. Go ahead.
What is salvation?
Well, you're going to find out.
Oh,
that's why I wanted to go here.
God. And my fortress. And my deliverer.
Go ahead.
That's delivery.
Yeah, you can take your time, warrior.
My God, my strength, and whom I will trust.
It said, in whom I will trust. Now, remember, keep thinking salvation. Keep thinking about it. Go ahead.
I'll tell you something. I can. Shit. The salvation means something about their fortress state.
You know, you're starting to get it now.
God.
But this chapter it breaks down salvation so cold.
So I'm keep on reading.
You know what I'm saying?
God.
I don't want you to get ahead of yourself. Just you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And whom I will trust, my buckler.
Right.
Buckler.
The butler. Yeah.
He's that man, Alfred.
Right. We'll say that. So keep going, warrior.
And the horn of my salvation.
What is a horn? What is a horn?
The warn you.
Prophetically, a horn has to do with power.
I don't say warn you, though.
No. You got animals with more than one horn.
I was telling you too, like I was thinking beep beep.
No. No, not that. Horn. Power.
Yeah.
Rhino. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look at a rhino, bull. You know what I'm saying? Horned animals. What is their strength? The strength is their horn, right? Because they can gore you with it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Read that part again.
And the horn of my salvation.
Now you start to understand what does the horn mean. What is it? Horn prophetically means power also. You see what I'm saying? Because it metaphorically uses horned beasts. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you can understand this. You know, he said the horn, you know, and the horn of my salvation, meaning the power of his salvation, right? Keep going.
And my high tower.
Right. Okay. Keep going.
I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised.
Go ahead.
So shall I be saved from mine enemies.
Wait a minute. Saved from who?
Mine.
Now we starting to understand salvation a little bit. Are we starting to understand it a little bit?
God. It's a protection, basically, salvation.
Not only that, you know what I'm saying, not only just a protection, but also your conqueror, because the horn is not just to protect. It's to assault. You know what I'm saying? The bull ain't got horns just to protect his goddamn self, do it. He can protect himself with his horns. But a bull charges, don't he?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? What does a rhino do? Yeah, he charged. You see what I'm saying?
Hey.
Go ahead.
The sorrow of death compassed me.
Said the sorrows of death. Go ahead, keep going.
So, like, what do you mean by that?
Okay, here's the thing. King David.
The shield.
Wait a minute.
Dang.
King David, surrounded by his enemies.
God.
Because Jerusalem sat at the, Israel sat at the center of all the other nations. Right? So strategically, from a warring standpoint, it's not a good place to be. So you had to have a horn of your salvation. You had to trust in something that was, a little much better than your strategic abilities and stuff like that, because we sat in the center of every damn body. You know what I'm saying? Well, we could be attacked on all sides.
Yeah, please.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
The shield of David, because I don't know if I'm right or wrong. But that star, you said it was the fucking it was a shield that could attack from all angles. The shield of David. The star. You know what I'm saying?
I like the way he's thinking on this.
Hold him up. You know what I'm saying? It's the 6-point star, Bill.
Yeah.
Shield. Hold him up.
Shield.
What I say?
Right.
I'm my thing. My slack.
Think about it. You have all of these nations, you know what I'm saying, surrounding you.
That's like it. That shield of David can hit from all angles.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about the Captain America shield.
Right.
I'm talking about the shield
and
of
then
David.
we on the shield subject right there.
God.
I might sidebar for a second.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Then we on that. But they sit there and say that what they call the star ain't, you know what I'm saying? Ain't the shield of David and all of this, and they ain't got nothing to do with God. What? When you put a snowflake on the microscope, what do they see in it?
I never heard that.
What are they shaped like when they put them up for Christmas?
Oh, damn!
That's what it looks like under the
Hold
microscope.
them up. Straight the shield of David.
Yeah.
Man, that's something.
It's in the snowflake.
God!
It's inside the snowflake.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Where the snow come from?
Man. Damn. It's not exactly the shape as that, but you know what I'm saying? They try to change it up a little bit, but it's exactly the shape of the star, shield of David.
Yeah, it is. Put it up under the microscope. That's what the presence of the snowflake is.
Oh, man.
You put it up under a high-powered microscope, that's what you're going to see.
Damn.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't that something?
And what did it say? It said, the Lord brings snow, you know what I'm saying, against the time of war. Remember that? Remember that was the first scripture you ever broke out to me, Cap?
Shalaki, you said that shit? Say it again. Oh, Shalaki.
The Lord brings snow against the time of war.
Oh, it was rain. It was rain.
It was snow. It was snow, Cap.
I'm thinking of one of rain.
Yeah, because people will fight in the rain. But you're dealing with snow.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Me and Magazine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then the war scene, all the kings go to war in the spring.
Right. Snow time, ain't nobody trying to go to war.
Right. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
There's another scripture that talks about the Lord preserves the rain for the time of battle, where it'll rain on a lot of battles. That's why it always rains in the movies during battle scenes. It always rain.
And what does that mean? Like
it just
like a component.
When you start war, what time are you going to start the war? In the springtime.
Right.
When does it rain the most? In the springtime. So it's usually raining when wars start. So it just happens a lot that when it's time to start going to war, it's raining around the time anyway already. Yeah, man.
Right.
So it rains a lot during war. At least the beginning.
Right. People sliding down mud. Hell, you see a lot of them World War II movies and stuff. They in Vietnam and all of that. They fighting in the rain. You know what I'm saying? But if snow come down, you might have to, postpone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You might have to postpone your war. You know what I'm saying? Like if it started to snow real heavy, Saturday, chances are we might not go to camp. You know what I'm saying?
Might not go to war.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Because the snow, you know what I'm saying? People in the battles got horses and they got stuff and chariots and all this stuff gonna be sliding and all of that stuff is gonna be real bad.
It's like,
So it,
like you said, like, damn. I'm thinking hard about it. Like the shit of David. Like, you know what I'm saying? Snowflakes almost look like the shit of David.
they are in the shape.
Damn.
They are in that shape.
Damn.
You
like
put a snowflake, look
like,
up a snow, just look up snowflake.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a shield.
Yeah.
Like, I thought the steppers were going to war or something.
You know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah.
I mean, the Lord war against people too. He said, I don't want them to fight right now, not yet.
God, that's what I mean. That's
You know
what I'm saying.
He
Like,
said that snow, and they're like, damn, you know. Now they're just in their little camps and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They're like, damn. You know, they want to get it in, but you know what I'm saying? Now they can't, you know what I'm saying? They sitting somewhere with a bonfire and a big old dumpster, whatever, eating beans and, you know what I'm saying?
No, because you know me. I was like, God damn, cat, I do shit, rain, sleet, snow. Cat like, no, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn, that's that shit of David. Like, no, he can't do cat, you know what I'm saying? Cat, you gonna let me know. No, we can't do it, you know what I'm saying? You gonna let me know, like, we can't do it in this time.
And that's you know, think about it. You got to think about how the Lord thinking at the same time too, because He want one group to win. You know what I'm saying? Win that war. Now they give them time to sit back and strategically start thinking about stuff. When they would have, if they would have went, if the snow didn't came, they would have went down and got their behinds whooped. Now they done formulated some type of plan. You know what I'm saying? And then whoop the other group. You know what I'm saying? Whom the Lord wanted whooped. You know what I'm saying? And that'd be that.
You know, Shalaki. And I mean, like, I really think about it because after the Maccabee, where I don't know exactly his name, but Josiah, when Jeremiah told him not to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Josiah. I know what you're talking
He
about.
went, exactly,
No,
Josiah.
that's not the Maccabees, though.
No, Shalaki. Oh, it's the first.
You
it's
talking
over
about
E. Isaiah or something. The first chapter of the Apocrypha. The first one.
No, you talking about the, you know,
I can't say his
you
name
get
right.
it all mixed up. That's Alexander and all of that, and you know what I'm saying, and then that had to do with, you know, Matthias, you know, priest and everything.
God, he said, don't go.
No,
to go against Egypt and all that.
That wasn't Egypt. No, that wasn't Egypt and all of that. You basically your stories up, warrior.
No.
What you talking about is in the Bible. It's not in the Bible.
Salakia. No, Salakia.
It's
in the first.
It's in the Bible.
Salakia. I'll break it out right now.
Break it out. It don't have nothing to do with going to war against Egypt. You know what I'm saying?
No, Salakia. I'm getting it wrong, but.
There you go, warrior.
Come.
You need that red one.
Yeah, it ain't have nothing to do with going against Egypt.
No.
You're thinking about Josiah.
Josiah, see, come.
It's in the Bible,
huh?
It's in the Bible.
No, Shalaki. What? Shalaki, because I read that in the Apocrypha, Shalaki.
Josiah didn't live during the time.
What's his name right here? Look, Shalaki. What is his name right here? The J.
Oh, okay. It's another. Okay, the other Josiah. I thought you meant Josiah from the Bible.
No. That's the one I'm talking about where he died.
And he told him not to go to war.
With Jeremiah. Told him not to go to war. He's a prophet, Jeremiah. He's the prophet that tells him not to go to war. But something with Africa. Damn, I can't explain it. He told him not to go to war, but he did anyway. You know?
Okay, this is a different part right here. This is
The
okay.
other one right there?
Yeah.
Come on. I've been reading the red one. Come on. It said, how you say this name?
Josiah?
No, this name? Ezra, yeah, right. Ezra. That's the one I'm talking about. Like the beginning from chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3.
Okay, because that story is also in the Bible, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Damn, I not read it in the Bible. With Jeremiah. That's
Jeremiah.
That's Jeremiah, but it's short, though. Like, they don't say the full name, Jeremiah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's what it means, though?
It's just, know.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was Jeremy.
Yeah, the German. Yeah, I mean, they changes with the translation.
You know what I'm saying?
They changes
Jeremy.
with the translation.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was white name. I ain't gonna lie. Jeremy.
Yeah, I mean, it changes with the translation. You know?
But that's what I'm talking about. Cause you know it was talking all about the Levites, you know, and all about the son of Israel. That's why I found out that Solomon was the son of David. I ain't gonna lie, right here. I found out the son of David was right here all through the pocket.
Right.
God. Like what you talking about? Like this is like the Bible, like this, like it's like the beginning of the Babylon or the Greece or whatever. Like the beginning of their rulership.
Yeah. When you go into Maccabees,
God, no, this is Maccabees at the end, right?
Maccabees is you go into it, but let's stick with the subject though. Let's go on in this chapter.
Go. Oh, you said Psalms?
Right, Psalms 18.
18 and 1? Oh, we on. Oh,
we're going into
we on 3 now.
Yeah. Read a second. So shall I be saved from my enemies. We'll start there. Verse 3.
Oh, God. I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies.
Now we start to understand salvation a bit. Go ahead. Go into verse 4. We got to speed it up a bit because we're kind of running out of time.
The soul of death compares me, and the floods of ungodly men made me afraid.
All right, go ahead, keep going.
The sorrow of hell compares me about.
Now, what's the sorrows of hell? The sorrows, let me give it to you. The sorrows, for time's sake, the sorrows of destruction. Go ahead.
America.
Yeah, keep going.
About the snares of death prevented me.
Go ahead, keep going.
In my district,
distress.
I called upon the Lord and cried unto my God.
Keep going.
He heard my voice out of his temple.
Now things is going to start getting interesting right quick.
And my cry came before him, even into his ears. Then the Lord shook and trembled the foundations also of the hills moved.
What does that mean?
Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundation also the hills moved and were shaken.
It shook the foundations also of the hills moved and were shaken.
Earthquake.
Because he was wroth.
Earthquake.
When you think of hills, you think of smaller governments.
Earthquake.
When you think of hills, think of smaller governments.
Hills?
Yes.
Smaller governments.
Mountains are big governments.
You pass the time too.
Couple times.
You know, you can do it as far as you want.
Couple times. Keep going.
If you can answer this, what you mean?
Okay, when you're looking, you know, at the scriptures and everything, when it talks about like Mount Zion, right? Mount Seir.
Mount Zion means us.
Huh?
Mount Zion. Zion.
Yeah.
Means us.
The governmental body, the governmental structure of Zion. The government was confused and didn't know what to do. You kind of want to think like that. Don't that also mean that the Most High can shake the literal mountains and hills? Yes, same thing. You know what I'm saying? If you want to think, kind of think there first.
Donald Trump, impeachment.
Yeah, all of that. That's an example. Good example.
It shook their hill.
The hill's being shaken. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, now this casino, this mob boss, you know what I'm saying, is being rattled with the threat of being impeached.
Mob boss.
Yeah, that's what he is. Don't mobs own casinos?
Dang.
Last
He
I
on
checked.
casinos?
Yeah, the movie Casino.
No, I'm talking about Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's how he got his fortune.
Ah,
You ain't
man.
never seen Trump Towers?
Nah, I mean,
Trump Towers are big casino hotels.
For real?
Yes.
Ain't that a...
They're in Chicago, New York.
I
You know
ain't that some shit.
Yeah.
Shalakia. I don't mean to say that, but how that's why Al Capone started that. New York, then moved to Chicago.
Yeah. Exactly.
God.
Exactly.
God.
Yeah.
God.
Vegas. All of that stuff. Trump Towers in Vegas.
Damn. Ain't that something?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know, I'm not quite sure they got them in Texas. I'm very quite sure. He probably got 5 of them in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Gamble's not
You know
legal
what
in
I'm saying?
Texas.
You got Houston, huh?
I think gamble's legal in Texas.
Well, gambling, you know, man, a lot of this stuff is legal. They just dress it in different ways and stuff like that. They got casinos in Texas because it brings money. You know what I'm saying?
Oklahoma for sure.
Yeah, and you just think about it. You know, imagine what, you know, other places is dressed different, not as casinos, but he might own and have his hand inside that too. You know what I'm saying? It's probably just not called Trump Towers or Trump anything. And he probably got his hand in that on that too, his family and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And you look at these Trump Towers, they got them. They had one in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? And in Chicago, every time you go to downtown Chicago, you see Trump. You know what I'm saying? Tower and everything. These are huge gambling places. You know, then they got the smaller chains like Horseshoes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And they got Horseshoes in Louisville. You know what I'm saying? And in Chicago and stuff like that too. But I think they got it here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but let's get back with the scriptures though. We're gonna probably run a little bit over. You know.
I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved.
Now you don't need to go all the way back up there. Come on, drop down to
4.
yeah, drop down. Matter of fact, drop down to 6.
In my distress,
In your distress, in my distress,
I called upon the Lord, and I cried unto my God. He heard my voice out of his temple, and made cry. My
Take your
cry
time with reading, boy. Good.
came before him, even into his ears.
Look at this. Go ahead.
Then the Lord shook and trembled.
You know, you reading too fast.
Then the earth shook and trembled.
You see this? Go ahead.
The foundations also.
This is why they're afraid of black men. This is why everybody's afraid of black men.
Right.
This is the reason why. This chapter right here tells you why everybody's afraid of us. You know what I'm saying? They're not afraid of our current state. They're afraid of our potential. You know what I'm saying? Right. Let us threaten any white or heathen group saying, well, fine, cool. We're going to separate from y'all. We're going to pray to our God and watch how they act. Watch. If we want to know who the Lord's people is, let us do that. They're going to start kissing your behind after that. Why? Why would they do that? Right? If we not the people of the Lord, why would they do that? You know what I'm saying? They would start kissing your behind. You know what I'm saying? You say, forget it. Don't worry about that. We're going to just pray to our God. They're going to get terrified. Try it. Try it. Try it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Try it. Just try it.
No.
If you're in a group and then if you done wrong by any heathens and stuff like that, hold your point, boy, and you done wrong by any heathens or anything like that, let you be like, oh, fine. Don't worry about that. We're going to pray to our God. And everybody in line with that too, and they see that they can't divide you up in it, they're going to get scared as hell. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
The respect we get today.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that something more specific, though, that you'll be able to see, be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? You know?
The respect do we get?
Yes, I understand. Yes.
Everywhere we go.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
Together.
Like when the police, you know what I'm saying, also, when they stop the traffic. But at the same time, he hadn't been directly done wrong by nobody. You know what I'm saying? To where we would threaten them like that. You know what I'm saying? We were just trying to cross the street. You know what I'm saying? He stopped the traffic and went and made a roadblock just so we could cross the street.
He said, hey, y'all need me to stop traffic?
Right. He's like, I'll hold up traffic so y'all can cross the street.
God.
You know what I'm saying? And we just out there just, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just doing a little runs, trying to get a little strong or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying?
For real though.
And that's all we was trying to do. We wasn't even on no powerful super mission or nothing. You know what I'm saying? We were just trying to go to the liquor store and get some strong. You know what I'm saying? A couple of beers and everything. And he's like, man, I'll block the street off just so y'all can cross.
I ain't gonna lie, that was power.
Yeah.
Like, that was the Lord.
Yeah.
Like, God, I was like, for real?
And he seen the way we was dressed and stuff like that too. And something inside their spirit is like, man, maybe I need to be a little bit nice to them or they gonna call them their God. You know what I'm saying? That's what they be thinking. That's how they be thinking.
God.
They don't even know. It's something inside their spirit.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, damn.
They can't even wrap their mind around it. It's something inside their spirit that remembers. You know what I'm saying? And they like, man, you know, I need to do a little something a little nice for these, you know, to appease them a little bit, you know, or they might call on their God. And if they call on their God, we're going to all be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? That be in their spirit. That's inside their stomach. I'm telling you. That's inside their stomach. It really is. Go ahead.
The same thing will happen today. The hot dogs in the fridge right now. All them buns. He's a Muslim.
Yeah, but that's a brother, though, too. God. I'm talking about when we're dealing with these heathen nations.
God.
You know what I'm saying? The ones that hate us, they got, you know what I'm saying? If Chuck go and kill a black man, if Chuck go and kill somebody black, he going to prison. But if the cop killed somebody black, he's going where? He going on vacation. Yeah, and promotion. He just get his little time to get himself together a couple of weeks. Some type of Bahama Island or somewhere with a drink with an umbrella in it.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, want to do it.
Yeah, I know that. I understand that. But that's I'm a point of what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back into the scripture though.
Good.
Verse 7.
Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundation also of the hills moved and was shaken, because he was wroth.
Right, wroth. He was angry. Go ahead, keep going.
Then went up a smoke out of his nostrils.
Go ahead.
And fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were.
Let me go ahead and take the read, warrior. There went up a smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also and came down, and the darkness was under his feet. What does this talk about? The Lord was moved behind the prayer of King David. You know what I'm saying? And to the point to where the Lord wanted to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And he rode upon a cherub.
Sure, go ahead.
And did fly. Yeah, he did fly upon the wings of the wind.
On the wings of the wind. Go ahead.
He made darkness his secret place, his pavilion round about him were dark waters and thick clouds of the skies.
Go ahead. Picture, imagine this stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? He came down. He already came down one time during the time of Moses. You know what I'm saying? The Most High actually came down. Remember, he made the darkness around him and everything. Now we start to know what salvation, you know what I'm saying? Because it's going to come to a point where the Lord is going to actually come down himself. You know what I'm saying? He's going to come down. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, notice when you talk about with King David, how all of his enemies were around about him. You know what I'm saying? And it was nothing that could be done on the earth. You know what I'm saying? That he can actually do, how he can fight. The Lord will come down then. You know what I'm saying? And when he come down, you know what I'm saying, just like he did when we was in the wilderness, and he came down up on Mount Sinai. You know what I'm saying? King coming into battle. Now we start to know what salvation actually is. We see our power is coming down. Every nation has their power. You know what I'm saying? Every nation has their strength. They have their, you know what I'm saying, something they can rely upon. We're the only people that don't have that. That's why we get done all this and that way. That's why we get tossed to and fro, you know what I'm saying, like a ball in the tempest. You know what I'm saying? That's why we get tossed around like that. We don't have no power like that. You know what I'm saying? Not apparently to the eyes of people that see us now. You see what I'm saying? But we do it. We have the greatest power. He's just waiting on us to get right. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Go ahead. Keep going. This whole chapter is about salvation. I want to finish this chapter out. Damn, this chapter is long though. No, serious. This is a good long one right here. Like it. This is long. Go ahead, keep going. We're gonna have to speed read a bit.
As the brightness that was before him, his thick clouds passed. Hailstones.
What?
Hailstones.
What was we just talking about earlier? Hail.
I'm saying.
The Most High, he fight with hail.
So I get fucking made.
You know what I'm saying? And one of his favorite weapons.
If I may.
Go ahead.
God damn. He attacked people with
hail.
The weathers, the tornadoes. Especially, hey, it's like you never
hail. He like the Most High like hail. He like throwing hail down upon, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm a roofer.
Go to Revelations. Revelations will verify that. You know what I'm saying? When they talk about hailstones, the size of talents, you know what I'm saying? The little hail that the Lord be sending right now, those are like warning shots. That's something that only make you pay attention to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? When he send that real thing down, you know what I'm saying? He trying to tear skulls off. You know what I'm saying? Real tough.
Like it. Man. You don't see hells in the black neighborhood. Who, you know what I'm saying? The hailstorm only, I'm saying, we only roof the white neighborhood. It only happens in the white neighborhood.
Yeah, the tornadoes always turn white
size, this size.
Yeah, the tornadoes, that's the whirlwind in the Bible.
God.
That's the whirlwind.
I understand. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Like, damn. So, like, God.
That's why I thought it was so funny when Donald Trump was talking about sending nuclear weapons to try and trying to abate the hurricane.
All right.
What he's going to get is a hurricane of fire. And the Bible talk about that, the devouring fire, you know what I'm saying, the whirlwind of fire. When you go into Ezekiel, you know what I'm saying? And the Lord be laughing at them. It's funny. The Lord be laughing like, you know what I'm saying? Because they be doing stuff and thinking that they, you know what I'm saying, doing something real smart. He sat there and try and have that try and knock off the hurricane and everything. And the Lord will just make it to where that nuclear bomb would ignite inside the whirlwind. Now you got a whirlwind, you got a hurricane of fire now. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is like this great jiu-jitsu chess master. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Now, that thing sweep through Florida, them great neighborhoods in Florida. Hurricane of fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like
Go ahead.
I work in Florida. Like, you know what I'm saying? The hurricane, but I don't know how it happens. I mean, I know it's the most.
It comes from the Atlantic Ocean, and it's always, you ever notice the hurricanes always go during the path where we was taken from as slaves. The path that we was brought through in the Atlantic Ocean on the slave ships, that's the same path the hurricanes go.
Come on, like I got I know a lot of us out there that's working in Florida, but you know what I'm saying? All the houses in the hood is good. It's only the white neighborhoods working.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's only the white neighborhood that was destroyed.
Yeah, let's get back on to some more stuff, because this is a pretty long chapter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gotta speed through this a bit.
He bound the heavens also and came down.
No, we need to go to 12.
At the brightness that was before him, his thick clouds passed, hailstones, and coals of fire.
What did the Lord drop on Sodom and Gomorrah? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Think about it. You got fire and ice coming together. Look at this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is this impossible? This is something for the science class again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fire and ice can coincide together. Think about it for a second. You got a freezer, right? Ice inside the freezer. What ignites the freezer to be so cold? Fire. Because you got to plug it up.
Electric.
Yeah. Which is what?
Fire.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Something so hot is producing something so cold. You see what I'm saying? The Most High can make fire and hail and ice, all of that stuff come together at the same time. None devouring the next one. Why ain't the coals of fire melting the hailstones? You bringing them both down together, ain't it? Let me tell you why. Because they're partners in the judgment of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Things can be so cold that it's hot. See what I'm saying? That's for the science class, though. Black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
The Lord also thundered in the heavens, and the highest gave his voice, hailstones, and the coals of fire.
Hailstones and coals of fire.
God.
Where?
Yeah, he sent out his arrows and scattered them.
Right. Now notice, remember the conversation, remember the topic, salvation. Go ahead. We seeing what it looked like now. We seeing what it looked like. Go ahead.
And he shot out lightning and discomfited them.
And discomforted them. What did it mean to discomfort something?
But they are uncomfortable.
Not only that, we want to be a little more specific.
They're worried. Shook.
Yeah, there you go. You want us to deal with that. And they're confused, they're baffled, you know what I'm saying? Or they turn on each other. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Then the channels of waters were seen. Hurricanes.
Keep going.
And the foundation of the world were discovered at thy rebuke.
The inward, what is the foundation of the world? The inward thoughts of every nation that came up against the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Because world is not talking about the earth. You know what I'm saying? What it's talking about here, it's talking about the value system of those societies and those nations and stuff like that, and their inward thought were discovered before the Lord. Because what are they going to do in that day? They're going to blame us, right?
Right.
And what are they going to say? F them niggers and you know what I'm saying? Now the foundations of the world is discovered. Their inward thought that they try and act like they so cool and you know what I'm saying, and all of that. And this is in their governmental body. They're, you know what I'm saying, the hierarchy, the people that's high up with them. We need to do something about them. Their God's coming down here and doing this and that. Where the pork at? Make it cheaper. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Make it cheaper. Get them interracial marriages. Somebody get on that mission.
Right.
The foundation of the world is discovered. See what I'm saying? Because what's going to be discovered is the fact that they just want to destroy us. You know what I'm saying? To wipe us out to where there is no people of the Lord. See what I'm saying? Then eventually they're going to say, smite him to sit up on the throne. They're going to say something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the foundations of the world being discovered. Because they ain't going to be able to hide their, you know, their intentions in that day.
Right.
Keep reading.
He said from above, he took me, he drew me out of many waters.
Mm.
He delivered me from my strong enemy.
Go ahead.
And from them which hated me, for
Mm.
they were too strong for me.
Huh.
They prevented.
Now think about this for a second. King David, who slew 200 Philistines and brought back their foreskins, said these enemies were too strong for him. What is this talking about? It's talking about the whole world coming up against the Lord's people. You know what I'm saying? The whole world. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is talking about. Go ahead.
They were too strong for me. They prevented me in the day of my calamity.
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 Destruction. Right.
But the Lord was my stay. He brought me forth also into a large place. He delivered me because he delighted in me.
Now we see this salvation, right? Brought him into a large place. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and then brought into the land of Canaan. Land flowing with milk and honey. This stuff goes back. This is one thing I like about these stuff like this, because it's like sending through these time portals. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It flashes now and it flashes back to the past, and then it flashes and goes to now and it flashes to the future. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's one thing I like about these, you know, these prophecies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it zooms. You know what I'm saying? It's not just something for one time. It zooms back and forth. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about the eyes of the Lord go to and fro in the earth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It goes past, present, future. Past, future, present. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. What's that? Oh, okay. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, let's keep going. We'll finish this out. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay, well, wait. A matter of fact, I want you to skip down, you know, since we prepped the time and everything. Skip down.
So 30 or
No, we're going to go to 28.
for thou wilt light my candles.
What does that mean? The Lord gonna give us a law again.
Right.
The Lord can give us the law again. That's what that means.
Oh.
So he will light our candle because the candle was blown out. Christ, already threatened us with this in Revelations, right? He said with one of the churches, he said, I'll blow out thy candlestick. You know what I'm saying? And in order for the Lord to light the candle, that means it had to be put out at one point, right? Read that part again.
For thou wilt light my candle.
So that means it had to be out. Go ahead.
The Lord my God will enlighten my darkness.
What is the darkness? What is it today?
Darkness.
Being without the law, statutes, and commandments. That's the darkness. 10th Street. Drugs. Prostitution. You know what I'm saying? The darkness. Keep going.
For by thee I have run through a troop.
What is this talking about? Now people want to know what they running back and halfback skills is for, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People want to know what they, running back and halfback skills is for. King David said he ran through a troop. It's like running through the defensive line, you know what I'm saying, and you're running back today. You know what I'm saying? Except he's killing niggas with this, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Read that part again.
For by thee I have run through a troop.
Go ahead.
And by my God have I leaped over a wall. Marshawn Lynch and all that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. King David was able to do even way better. You know what I'm saying? They doing that stuff. Yeah, the athletes, they doing that in their heaviness and in oppression. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You take the oppression off of us, we're going to be like real superheroes. I'm just saying. I mean, look at the amazing stuff we doing just in sports today, and we under all of this oppression, got the worst food. You know what I'm saying? You still got athletes, top athletes coming out of Flint, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? The place that got the worst water in the damn country, right?
Right.
So just imagine if the oppression was taken off. Good night. You know what I'm saying? It's lucky. You know what I'm saying? That's why they want to do what they do to us. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they always consistently thinking of ways, how are we going to hurt them? How are we going to injure them? How can we make them weak, but at the same time, strong enough to labor for us? And they don't want us to be too weak. Because this little strength that we do have makes them a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So they constantly got to think of what they're going to do about us. They constantly have to think about us. They constantly taking counsel. What are we going to do? What can we do about them? How can we balance this out to where we can still profit off of them, but keep them weak enough, too weak to fight against us? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We know they're starving. We're going to cut them off food stamps, and we're going to give them soup. You know what I'm saying? Like what they do up here.
Soup.
Because soup consists of juice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's enough to keep them alive, but make them to the point to where they're not strong enough to fight or think right. You see what I'm saying? That's why they have soup kitchen, soup lines. Soup. Why soup? Out of all the foods. Think about that. Then when you drinking juice, you just staying alive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all you're really doing for real. You're too weak to fight. You know what I'm saying? And you have just enough to only stay alive. You see what I'm saying? That's why they do that. And I checked them on it too when they was down here that time. And I told them why did they have soup. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all gentrify our neighborhoods, but then y'all want to give soup. You know what I'm saying? Give them some real food. You know what I'm saying? You ain't giving them real food because they don't want you to be strong. strong enough to start to think and to fight against them. You got a starving man. He can't think right. You know what I'm saying? You got a man that's super hungry. All he can think is, but what can he think about? Other than how to get food. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's go on back with the scriptures though.
And by my God.
Go to verse 30.
As for God, his way is perfect.
Perfect.
The words of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all those that trust in him.
What is a buckler? A buckler is a small shield that you put, like, you know what I'm saying? Right-handed, you might have it on your left. Bam, bam, bam. It's to knock stuff, you know what I'm saying? And while you got your weapon in the other hand. You know what I'm saying? A buckler is a small shield that you would use to block stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you can hit people with it also. All of that. It's a weapon, you know, and a defense. Both. Go ahead.
But who is God, say the Lord? Who is a rock, say the...
Okay, let me read it. But who is God, save the Lord? Or who is a rock, save our God? It is God that girdeth me with strength and maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds' feet and setteth me up in a high place. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by my arms. Y'all hear that? You hear that right there? Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy right hand holdeth me up, and thy gentleness hath made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, that my feet did not slip. I have pursued my enemies and overtaken them, neither did I turn again till they were consumed. I have founded them that they were not able to rise. Wounded them that they are not able to rise. They are fallen under my feet. For thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle. Thou hast subdued under me those that rose up against me. Thou hast also given me the necks of my enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. They cried, but there was none to save them, even unto the Lord, but he answered them not. Then did I beat them small as the dust before the wind. I did cast them out as the dirt in the streets. Thou hast delivered me from my strivings of the people, and thou hast made me the head of the heathen. A people who I have not known shall serve me. This is salvation. As soon as they hear of me, they shall obey me. The strangers shall submit themselves unto me. The strangers shall fade away and be afraid out of the closed places. I mean, what does it mean? The white man gonna be up in the Caucasus Mountains, up in their caves again, sitting back in them caves, just like they was doing during that time of the movie 1492 with Christopher Columbus. You know what I'm saying? When they were sitting up in that cave and everything with the little candles and stuff like that. They closed places, afraid. You know what I'm saying? Terrified, paying tribute. You know what I'm saying? Giving up money, resources, sheep, whatever the hell it is they got this of anybody, giving it to us. This is salvation. This whole chapter right here is about salvation and explaining to you what it actually is. You know what I'm saying? So when the scripture when it talk about salvation is coming to the Gentiles, what is it talking about? Rulership. That's what came to the Gentiles, to provoke us to jealousy. Because now we know the truth and we seeing like, damn, what is it? You know what I'm saying? These people ruling over us. You see what I'm saying? They ruling over us. And we sitting there thinking about that. And what does it do? It makes us angry, provoking us to jealousy. So what we be like? I'm gonna get it. Look, I'm gonna get an I.S.U.P.K. Some niggas be talking, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas be talking that real stuff right there. I'm gonna get down with them. into jealousy that leads you to an action, it's actually going to save your life and the life of your family too. See what I'm saying? Then you'll start to understand salvation. See what I'm saying? Salvation, summing it up, it's rulership, dominating over everybody else. The Gentiles got it over us right now. You see what I'm saying? That's what salvation is. It's rulership. That's what it is in a nutshell, in one word. But I wanted to go through this chapter to show what it actually starts to look like. You know what I'm saying? What is it looking like? It looks like this. You know what I'm saying? It's not no magic trick that's going to happen and every nigga going to be floating up wearing some type of white robe with some little wings on or some stupid, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? What King David's going through in this chapter right here is how salvation is actually made manifest. I say what in Spanish, Salvación Manifesto or something like that. You know what I'm saying? The strangers shall fade away and be afraid out of their closed places. What other time was it like this? During the time of King Solomon. When Esau was in Mount Seir during the time of King Solomon, there wasn't no Edomites inside the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't none of that. And they were afraid out of their closed places, especially when Joab came up through there and spent 6 months in Mount Seir to take their behinds out, right? You see what I'm saying? That's why they're going to be afraid that we might raid one day. You see what I'm saying? And come and get them while we thriving and they in the holes of the rocks some damn where trying to look and see who will be the king that they will put over them. You know what I'm saying? To try and come up against us, or they'll be discouraging each other from trying to be a king. It's like what we doing right now, because the Gentiles got salvation right now. So we sit there and see, well, they say, oh, Commander GEN.YAHANNA, who is he? Who is he that he should be a ruler over us? We so afraid, you know what I'm saying? We're so afraid that we can't even stand the thought of having a black leader over us. You know what I'm saying? Because we think we get a leader over us, then they're going to kill us. Well, they kill you for not having a leader over you. You know what I'm saying? Let's go into verse 45. The strangers shall fade away and be afraid out of their closed places. The Lord liveth, and blessed be the rock, and let the God of my salvation be exalted. What is salvation? This chapter right here breaks salvation down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Us having rulership, being able to destroy our enemies, the Lord destroying our enemies for us being on top, them serving us, them being afraid out of their closed places. We're afraid of our closed places right now. We're afraid in the ghetto. We're terrified. What are we terrified of? That the police might kill us. We go to the store. You know what I'm saying? One of our brothers might do something to us. ICE might raid. You see what I'm saying? These are all the characteristics of the salvation of the Gentiles that's talked about in Romans. You know what I'm saying? Because they got us feeling the way they should be feeling. You see what I'm saying? They got us feeling like this when they should be the ones feeling like this. They should be the ones, just huddling up in their closed places instead of we huddling up in our damn crib and everything. You know what I'm saying? Mexicans are so scared that ICE is going to come, you know what I'm saying, and kick in their door and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We afraid the police going to come and shoot us down in the street. We huddling out of our closed places. So who is who's inheriting salvation right now? It's the Gentiles, because they're not living that life. You know what I'm saying? We are. The Africans ain't living that life. When's the last time you heard 1,000 African women? You know what I'm saying? From such and such a part of Africa in the United States are being abducted. You ain't heard that. Our women. What about Arab women? How many Arab women in America is coming up missing? None. Because they have us feeling like, you know what I'm saying? They have us feeling like this right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, niggas are scared to even take their kids. Some niggas are scared to take their kids to school right now, out of fear that somebody might snatch them up and they won't never see them again. We living like that. You know what I'm saying? The Asians ain't living like that. You know what I'm saying? This is us. So when they talk about the salvation that's coming to the Gentiles, this is their salvation. Now ours is to come. Now it's our turn. You know what I'm saying? Their time is about up. Now it's time for our salvation. They started to have their salvation during the time of the Renaissance era. Because what did they get? Tell me, young man, what did they get?
Rulership.
Yeah, there you go. Say it loud. Huh?
Rulership.
That's what they got. Now it's our time. You know what I'm saying? So now we understand what salvation is. So any Christian trying to talk about, salvation, being saved, they don't even know what the hell it is. And you know what I'm saying? And no matter, you know what I'm saying? Exploit the error of their education. Don't feel free to do that. Always feel free to do that. Because they damn sure going to try, you know what I'm saying? They damn sure going to try it with you, right?
Right.
They're going to try and say, put it like Commander GEN.YAHANNA don't know what he's talking about and all of that stuff. They damn sure going to do that. So hell, I just show them no mercy in that. Make them sound as stupid as they are. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. Make them sound as stupid, show them no mercy in the battle. You know what I'm saying? When they said it's coming with stuff like salvation, I don't know, just saved and hit them in it, hit them, obliterate them. You know what I'm saying? And then educate them. Let them know what salvation actually is. Because if they really want to be educated, then they'll be repeating what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But
being the fact that it's on the table and they don't want to believe that salvation is actually rulership, you know what I'm saying? They don't want. Every time I pay attention to my squad, it's I told Lala in the live. That's that one little bingo thing or whatever. That thing. Yeah, because they don't want to believe that salvation is rulership. Just tear them up with it. You know what I'm saying? 9:35. With that being said, well, the I.S.U.P.K coming out of 1 West on the 25th Street, Harlem, New York, and the Commander GEN.YAHANNA. Pay your tithes, send donations, do whatever you can do to help the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge near you. And with that being said, Shalom.
We just end it right there.
Go.